very easy because already we have the very strong programming knowledge in Python programming. So we have a very strong programming knowledge in Python programming. So do you have strong programming knowledge in Python programming or not? Come on, fast. So your readiness will show me how I will go further. Your readiness will show me how I will make to go further. If you are not showing the readiness, so okay, no doubts are in that. Okay, fine. So once we have very good knowledge, and yes, ma'am. Once we have, there is no doubt in that. NumPy and Pandas don't feel that it is a very difficult. That's very, very simple. You can understand very, very simple. Right. Fine. Arindam, very good, ma. Very good. Arindam. Yes. Please send it to my mail ID. That one you please send it to my mail ID. Okay. Mail ID you send. Arindam, you send to my mail ID. Okay. Right. So, Dana. Lekkala Dana. So, please switch off your video, ma. So, please don't make your video on. Your videos are disturbing, and because of disturbance, I am unable to type properly, and it is a problem. So, if you make me to get a problem, I have to remove from the meeting. Please keep in mind that your video should not disturb me. Please cooperate. Right. Right, ma. Manoj, good evening, ma. So let me start the first topic called what? NumPy. There are two things are there here, and don't feel that they are very difficult. They are very dead easy. Nothing is difficult. So we learn. First, we will start with part one is called NumPy. First, we will start NumPy. Right. Right. So, one minute, ma. Arindam, look into that, ma. Look into that. I send my mail ID to you. Okay. Right. So now let us enter into the NumPy. We are entering into the NumPy. Very, very simple. Look at that. Very stands for first what we are going to start in this NumPy. Let me write the index part here. Let me start the index part. So first we are talking about for few minutes I need to explain about importance of NumPy and history of NumPy for 2 minutes. For 2 to 3 minutes I will talk about the history of NumPy. History of NumPy. So I will talk about history of NumPy. First I will talk about. Next I am going to talk about importance of NumPy. Importance of NumPy. Importance of NumPy. Just to go on seeing what is the index which I am going to cover. Right. Next, what the people are explaining. Beyond that, I just want to teach. That is the habit of our class. Next, I want to go for comparison of, and the next installation of NumPy. Installation of what? NumPy. Next, I want to go for comparison of NumPy. Comparison of NumPy with traditional Python list. With Python list. Comparison of NumPy with Python traditional list. Next we are entering into importance of ND array. ND array. This is a very, very important we are introducing in the class. Importance of ND array. Right. Dear students, next after that, we are entering into array creation using NumPy. Of course, what is the meaning of it? We are going to understand that. Next, we are understanding how many number of ways are there and all those things we will talk about. Next, we are talking about attributes of array, attributes of arrays in NumPy. That is always continuation with the NumPy. I need not to tell you about NumPy, etc. Next, how to access the elements of array. How to access elements of array. Yes, Bruce Lee. So don't disturb me. Okay, because of the videos, please close your videos. Okay, please close your videos, please. Right. So coming to the point of it, yes, Bruce Lee, right. Many students are here. Attributes of arrays. Next, we are going for how to access the elements. How to access the elements. That is called accessing the elements. Accessing the elements. Accessing the elements. I'm going to talk about accessing the elements of array of NumPy. Next, we are talking about iterating the elements of array. Iterating the elements of array. Iterating the elements of array of NumPy. Iterating the elements of array of NumPy. Right. And don't feel that it is a difficult, which is a very easy, because we did lot of concepts and lot of programming we did in Python. Next, iterating, this is iterating. Next, we are going to understand about arithmetic operations. Arithmetic operations, of course, that is known as what? Arithmetic operations on the NumPy. It is also known as what? Broadcasting concept, we can call it. Broadcasting and arithmetic operations on array of NumPys. Next, we are going to talk about array manipulation functions. Array manipulation functions. Next, we are going to talk about sorting and searching operations. Right. So coming to that, next we are entering into statistical functions. First, after understanding this concept only, we can do the program. So it is looking like our data types concept. Let us follow me. Whatever I am explaining, you learn it. Okay, fine. Now coming to the point of it, because this Python is containing in Spark related kind of things are also there, but Spark Scala related kind of things are there, but we are not dealing with that. So Spark and Scala, that is, who are learning Spark and Scala, they will be having separate library. So let us follow what I am going to relate it. This is related to the route to enter into the data science related, artificial related intelligence kind of things. Next, filters in arrays of NumPy. Followed by some small interrelated concepts are there. These are the main headings. These are the main topics which we are going to discuss. Okay, right. So without late, and of course these are only the main heading. Inside of it, later lot of subparts will come. Inside. Okay. So let us start with the historical meaning of NumPy. For a few minutes, I just want to talk about it. What exactly NumPy is? Why this NumPy? For a few minutes, I will talk about NumPy. What is this NumPy? You don't worry about it. So let me start without late. History of NumPy for 2 minutes. So this NumPy actually developed in the year 2005. This NumPy developed in the year 2005 by one of the scientists called Travis Oliphant. Travis, Travis, Travis elephant, elephant, in the year 2005 with the help of lot of other third party people. The NumPy stands for, let me write NumPy stands for, first let me write it, stands for numerical Python. Numerical, it's a NumPy stands for numerical Python. Numerical Python. Numerical Python. So the first two words here, NUM, because I'm talking from the beginning onwards, where a layman can also understand. NumPy. Fine. SP Balasubramaniam. Follow ma to I'm not talking about both our concept daily how I will talk. Concept plus program also I will be showing directly. Concept plus program. Like a data types, this concept will be there. Even pandas and this also looking like our data types. Even NumPy is also dealing that only. We are going to see that very perfectly. Look at that. NumPy stands for numerical Python. So before numerical Python, dear students, before NumPy, we are having one origin, one source is there for this. One source is there for this. One source. What is the source for Python language? In the history of Python, I told you. What is the source for Python language? ABC language. Prior to Python language, there was a ABC language. So that is the source for the ROSM for inventing the Python programming language. So NumPy, before NumPy, there was a library called numeric library. There was a library called numeric library. Yes, this is a numeric library they have. This is a basis for them. This is a basis for this NumPy. So they studied a lot of surveys, they studied a lot of experiments on this, and they come to know that NumPy came into the picture. This numeric library actually designed by one of the person, even that person name also I write, because this information I collected from history of it, nobody will ask it. I got it collected from PSF organization. Numeric library developed by one person named called what? Jim Hungunian, Hungunian. This is a person. And no need to remember this person name. Just to forget immediately. And next, NumPy developed by the person name called developed by Travis, Travis. Just try to remember this kind of concept. Phant. This is a person in the year 2005. With the help of lot of contributors. With the help of other contributors. Okay, right. That means it's a third-party API. It is not a original library of our Python language. It is not original library. It's not our original library of Python. Like original library of Pythons are what? OS module, RE module, something like what? FUNC module, like that pickle module. Those are all comes under what? Module directly available in the Python. So these are the modules coming into the picture from the third party people. So NumPy was developed by, before NumPy there was a library called what? Okay, so there was a library called a numeric library. Carefully try to listen, because what we have seen in the previous batches when we completed. So in the middle of it, when you get it, you will get little confusion. That's why let us go in a little slow. Okay, let me go to further. So yes, Mr. Suresh, this will be done for a period of 1 week. For a period of 1 week. So let me start, because this is the step. I am going to take you to the front door of the data science level. I am going to take. So I'm taking the both NumPy and Pandas for 1 week. Yesterday only I told you that. So NumPy developed by Travis Oliphant in the year 2000. Library, the NumPy module, dear students, NumPy module developed developed in the languages, developed in the languages, developed in the languages C comma C comma C comma and Python language they used it. C comma Python language they used it. Sir, why the C language they used it? Dear students, as we discussed already in our classes, C is the fastest programming language compared to all the other programming languages. This is the fastest programming language compared to all the programming languages which are present in the real world. Because internally pointers are so powerful in C programming. That much of powerful concept as on today, that much speed language is not there in the present world. So this Python programming was there either 40% and this was there 60%. So the NumPy was developed with the mixing of what? C and Python. Just for the high performance purpose, they used C language and just they used Python for what? Running on every OS. Because Python is one of the platform independent language. So next I'm going to talk about, sir, how to use this NumPy as a part of our program, as a part of our application. So to use this NumPy as a part of our application development, to use this NumPy as a part of, I'm writing here, as a part of our Python program, we must install NumPy module. So you know how to install the NumPy module. Which tool is used for installing NumPy module? We already installed CX underscore Oracle, what is that? MySQL hyphen connector. We installed such type of modules. So we install this NumPy module by using pip tool. We use it. Already we discussed syntax. I will go for it. Without late, we are going to introduce the syntax. Please tell me. You know that. See, expect it. Already we are comfortable with. We connected with Oracle. We did JDB. We did database programming. Come on, fast pip. After that, please install NumPy. That's it. See, you expect it. NumPy. Pip install NumPy. We will go for pip install NumPy. Let's go to the command prompt. Straightforward. I will go for command prompt. I will install it. How we installed it already you have seen. Pip install CX underscore Oracle. Pip install MySQL hyphen connector. We have seen that type of thing. Similarly, we are going to use pip wherever you like it. You install in your system. You install wherever you like it. Install NumPy. Since I was already explained for different people, different batches, so already in my system it was installed. Already installed. This part is already installed. So what you will get it? If it is first time you are installing in your PC, you are getting progress bar. You will get it. You will get a progress bar, right? Progress bar you will get it. In this system, since I already installed it, you will get this requirement already installed. Please listen, Amma. Please listen, Madhumati. So you are coming, I think so today only. So please follow me, Ma. Please follow me. Right? Of course, maybe you are saying today only, Ma. Please, last, if you want, I can talk to you. I will ask you the doubts. Okay? Today I will ask you that. At the end of it, you can ask me the doubts. Please try to follow me carefully, guys. Pip install NumPy. Right. So come on to that install. So if you install it, you will get in my system. This requirement already satisfied. It indicates in the system which was already installed because I explained for previous classes. So requirement already satisfied, numpy. Already it was satisfied in the system. So how can I use it? When I install the cx underscore Oracle, when I install MySQL hyphen connector, how can I use it? I want to use it in my Python program. What you will do immediately? Come on, don't wait. Don't wait. Already I gave the powerful knowledge in Python. That you use it, that you explore it. Number one, import. Dear students, some one or two students are asking, sir, pip is not found in my system. Pip is not found in my system. Nothing to worry. Nothing to worry, dear students, which I told already in our place. If you don't know, you go to, if it is not working, see once I will show you that also. If pip is not working, you go to 3.9. Ideally, you open it. Ideally, just for a minute, I will tell you, I will take them into consideration also. You take this file, say open, open. Ideally, I am opening, say open, say open. Directly it is showing 39, Python 39. Wherever you have installed the Python, it is showing. Scripts folder, you go for scripts. Under the scripts, you have a Python, you take all files, there is a pip tool is there, executable file, you take it. Why that pip is giving an error for you? Because during the installation time, you did not set for the path. One checkbox will come, that is called a checkbox will come, that checkbox you did not tick. That's why that error will come. You copy this part, and then happily you come to this place where here, wherever you are getting the pip is not recognized, you set immediately, set path is equal to, you paste it. You paste that address. Now happily you say that numpy, you will get the output. You will get that output. Requirement already satisfied. Same as previously you are getting it. Requirement already satisfied. Once this requirement is satisfied, you can close this part and you can go to, you can write a code, you can go to this place, and I can go to how we worked with the data types. Like that we can work with the numpy module, various functions are there. Now I'm going to show you import numpy as NP. Do you know import approach? In our Python programming? How many import syntaxes I already told you? How many import statements I already told you? I told you import three, four syntaxes I told you. Use it. Import from import. There are two are there. With the import 4 syntaxes I said. From import I told you 3 syntaxes. Totally 7 syntaxes I said. With alias name, with our functions alias name, with variables alias name, with the class alias names. So many things I said. Do you remember or not? Yeah, modules I told you. Now modules I told you. If I say import numpy, you can say import numpy happily. That time you need to write what? Numpy dot is a module. What is the definition of module? Don't feel it is a difficulty. Just feel that it is a relax. Because you have seen whatever the topics we explained like anything, and we are very good in the program. Same thing. This also very simple. Nothing is there. Like how we learned other modules, like numpy also that much easy module it is. Don't feel a bigger one or a difficult one or something. A module is a collection of what? A module is a collection of what? Variables, functions, classes. Variables, functions, classes, that we are learning it. One class is there, some variables are there, some functions are there. That only we will learn it. List we learned it. List functions we learned it. How we applied the functions we learned it. Like that we are going to learn the functions. So any function of numpy is a module. To call its functions, I will call what? Numpy dot function name, numpy dot variable name, numpy dot class name. Instead of writing 5 letters, I will write numpy as everybody will take NP, numpy, or I will take it as something like a KV, or you take your name. So I will take it as professionally NP. So from now onwards, MP is aliased on name what? NP. What is that NP? Alias name of numpy. Are you understanding how to install numpy and how to import numpy? Are you understanding how to install numpy and how to import numpy and how to import with alias name and all? Very easy, man. Nothing to worry about it. Not at all a difficult. Right, sir. Now we understand. Now we understand NumPy NP. Yes, sir. Ready. Now it is ready. Now we want to enter into. Now we want to enter into what is the exact purpose of this NumPy. What is an exact purpose of NumPy? We want to enter into the. Now we want to enter into the. Why we use this NumPy? Why uses of NumPy? Uses of NumPy. Uses of NumPy module. NumPy module provides easiness for performing complex mathematical operations. NumPy provides easiness, simplicity in doing complex mathematical operations. Complex mathematical operations providing very easy. Sir, give me one example, sir. For example, you take matrix, you take it. Matrix A, matrix B. And how easy I am saying to you. Matrix A, matrix B, you take it. Basically, this NumPy is more popular for dealing with the arrays concept actually. Arrays concept. Why? Because in the real world, in the artificial intelligence or in the data science, we are getting so many samples. We will get so much of sample data. From the sample data, we need to do various operations. To do some analysis on the samples, the data must be organized in the form of array format. Either one-dimensional array or two-dimensional array, we will be going for matching it. We are preparing either one-dimensional array or we are preparing for two-dimensional array. Two-dimensional array. So, NumPy is actually meant for performing the operations on arrays. Where are we coming this arrays concept? Arrays is nothing but like a matrix format. It is something like a two-dimensional arrays. Two-dimensional arrays. We are going to talk about, Milan, don't worry. I will talk about array also. Don't worry. Array is nothing but, array, the English meaning of array is nothing but homogeneous values organization. Homogeneous values organization. You go on listening it, you will get so much of idea. On the spot, if you get, don't try to raise immediately. Don't try to raise immediately. Because if I talk to you, other people are getting disturbed. That's why let me speak about everything. Follow me like every day how you follow, so that everything will be cleared for you. So NumPy is most easy and most easy to use it. I'm giving some example in the middle of it. Suppose there is a matrix A. Matrix is nothing but what? Combination of rows and columns. Our 8th class, 7th class, 6th class, 8th, 9th, 10th, you got matrices. There, you take C programming. Once you think about your C program, matrix A, matrix B, two matrices are there. I want to add two matrices. Just imagine in C language how many lines of code you write. Just imagine and tell me. Who did the matrix addition? How many lines of code you need to write? Just let me know. You need to read the matrix elements A. You need to read the matrix elements B. And you need to add A and B values. You need to print A value, A matrix, need to print B matrix, need to print a C matrix. How many lines of code? Approximately you tell me. Approximately you tell me. I want to know. Forget. Okay. Minimum we will write, at least we will write very powerfully if you want to write it. Minimum I will write 35 to 40 lines. No problem. Arindam, don't worry. 35 to 40 lines of code I will write it. Because using C programming. Using C++ also same. Using Java also same. So, come on to the point of it. Now we are going to write 30 to 40 lines of code we write. Is it easy to write or difficult to write? Come on, ma. All of you listen carefully. Madhu Babu, please listen the class. Please listen the class. It's my request for you, ma. Please listen the class. Is it easy to write or difficult to write, ma? It is very difficult to write. It is very difficult to write the code. So, how can we write just 2 lines of code? Just 2 lines of code. Just 2 lines of code. It is only possible by NumPy module. NumPy module. Just 2 lines of code I will write with the NumPy module. Even Python traditional programming also I need to write at least 15 to 20 lines. Now you take matrix multiplication, you take it, matrix multiplication, matrix transpose, you take it, matrix subtraction, you take it. All the operations of matrix in other programming languages, any language you take it, even it is a very simplified language you take it, minimum 20 to 40, 50 lines of code it is taking. Such a type of difficulty and lengthy programming is reduced with what? Simple 2 lines of code. How it is possible? With the NumPy module, because we are having such a type of predefined functions are there for us. Not only predefined functions, they are designed something like that only. Right? So finally, what I'm trying to say is this NumPy is the purpose of NumPy module. The purpose of NumPy module is that to organize the elements, in the form of arrays. I will talk about this arrays. Array, English meaning of array is array of mobiles, array of students, array of faculties, array of int values, array of float values, array of char values, like that array of strs we are going to see very effectively. So coming to the point of it, the purpose of NumPy module is that to organize the elements in the form of arrays. Easily. This is what is called most important. Suppose I want to prepare an identity matrix. If you have little mathematics knowledge, 2 by 2 identity matrix, 3 by 3 identity matrix, 4 by 4 identity matrix. Now, to learn 4 by 4 identity matrix, 3 by 3 identity matrix, like that, I need to write minimum again 20 to 25 lines of code. But here, we are having direct libraries available. We are going to see the direct identity matrix. Just for a minute, you see. Just for a minute, I will create one identity matrix. I will create it. How easily we can create that identity matrix? You can't imagine it. That much identity matrix we can create. So np dot identity of 3, 3. So identity, 1 minute more. np dot I will write just 3. See more carefully, observe it. Identity of 3 by 3 identity matrix. See 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1 0 1 with a simple line. Identity is called what? Now understand. Identity is called what? What is NP? What is NP? Everybody, are you there? What is NP? Alias name of what? Alias name of NP module. What is identity of 3? Identity of 3. Your work is more than me. I will just go on telling the function names. Okay, alias name. What is the identity of 3? Identity of 3, please. It is a function name. What is this 3 indicates? 3 indicates what? Dimension of the matrix. Parameter. It is a parameter. Now I will write one more. See 1.0, 0.0, 0.0 like that it is there. After that dot is there. That means the elements are of what? Float type it is taking. Now I am taking d type is equal to int. D type is equal to int I am saying. Int. See this dot. Here we are having 1 0 0 0 etc. So NumPy is having some separate data types are also there. I want to prepare 2 by 2 identity matrix. 2 by 2 identity matrix 2. So it is called a 2 by 2 identity matrix. I got it. So creating identity matrix is just one line. How to use it? Wherever we come across in our mathematics background of data science, if you want an identity matrix, one can go like this. If I want to go for 4 by 4 identity matrix, it is easy for me to create it. Dear student, Banu Chandar, to identity. This is called your lack of mathematics background. Identity matrix are the square matrices. It will not be there 2 comma 3, 3 comma 2. That type of matrices will not be there. See, only it is taking 4, indicating that 4 comma 4 only. Little mathematics knowledge is also required. So that I will explain. This type of things I will explain one by one in the class. One by one in the class. Okay, na? Nothing to worry about it. Need not to worry about it. I will explain even what is a matrix. Everything I will explain. So the principal diagonal, this is called a principal diagonal. I will explain the terminology present inside of it. This 1 0 0 1 1 1 1 is called a principal diagonal. This 0 0 0 is called below principal diagonal. This 0 0 above 1 is called what? Above principal diagonal. I will explain all these things one by one in the class. So the purpose of NumPy module is that to organize the elements in the form of arrays easily. That is one thing. And one more advantage is NumPy module is performing the complex mathematical operations easily. The another purpose of the first uses NumPy module, I just write it like this. The NumPy module organizes the arrays easily. The NumPy module computes the complex mathematical calculations. The NumPy module computes the complex mathematical operations. The NumPy module computes here. Computes complex mathematical operations. Complex mathematical operations. Mathematical operations easily. Complex mathematical operations easily. These are the basic things for us. These are the main purposes of what we are going to discuss. So what are the various mathematical operations are there? During this, what we are going to deal with, we are going to discuss all these things. So if anybody asks you what is the purpose of NumPy module, this is going to be used. And I don't want to write this point, which is not an use. It is NumPy module we will be using as a fundamental module in the data science and artificial intelligence and then machine learning and the data and scientific application development and then deep learning. In every place we will be using it. We will be using this in every moment of your data science. NumPy module can be used in. Even I can write one line, I will write it. NumPy module can be used in AI and then data science, DS, and I'm writing in data science and in machine learning and in deep learning. In these places, compulsory mathematical calculations are coming. Those mathematical calculations purpose we use this NumPy. Okay, right. Namrata, I will show you at the end of the class once again how to install the NumPy module. Okay, nothing to worry about it. Sir, let us start with in NumPy module how the data is storing. We are introducing in the class. So tell me, before going to store in the NumPy module, how the data is storing using NumPy. NumPy is called, once again tell me, what is the NumPy? Is it a function? Is it a module? Is it a class? Is it a module? Is it a class? Function? Variable? It is a module. Each module can store the data? No, sir. So in Python, data stored in where? Come on. In Python, data stored in where? In the form of, already you know, objects. In the form of objects. In Python, the data stored in the form of objects. Sir, in NumPy programming, data is always stored in one object. Only one object. That is an object of ND array. That is what I am going to discuss separately. That is a separate explanation I want to give it. ND array. Now I am going to start because this is a very frequently asked question in the interview point of view. In our normal Python programming, Data can be stored in tuple, data can be stored in list, data can be stored in different type of sequential types, list types, tuple types, dict types, frozen set types. So many things are there. In NumPy programming, all the values are stored in the form of compulsory object. That object is only have class. That object will have a class. What is that class name? What is that class name? ND array. Now I am going to write in NumPy. In NumPy module. In NumPy module. The in NumPy NumPy module programming. In NumPy module programming, the data is always stored in the form of 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 object, stored in the form of an object, and whose type is ND array. ND array. What is ND array? You know, every object require what? Every object require what? Please. Every object require what? Class. Every object require class. See, once L1 is equal to list of L1 is equal to list of type of L1. Type of L1. See carefully. Type of L1. What is printed? Class list. Class list. Coming to the point of it now. Here, I generated one identity matrix. I will write left side one A. I will write left side one A. One A. That A. I will print. Print of A. Print of A. It is printed what? Printed what? A matrix. What is the type of this A? A is an object. How do you print the type of A? Type of A. Please, students, all of you understand. What is this? Class. What is the name of the class? What is the name of the class, please? ND array. Which is of what type? Which is of what type? NumPy. Which is of what type? ND array. Present in which module? Present in which module? NumPy. Tell me for my satisfaction. What is ND array? What is ND array? What is ND array? It is a class. It is a class whose object stores what values? Stores what values? Compulsory. Here ND array is a predefined class. Is a predefined class in NumPy module, and whose object allows us to store, whose objects allows us to store what values? Whose values allows us to store what values? Array of values. Tell me. Stores array of values. So daily we don't require what is array of values and all. Tell me, all of you, where the array of values are stored? In NumPy. Which module deals with array actually? NumPy. In NumPy, who will store the array values? Object of ND array. Don't say ND array. Who will store the array of values? Object of ND array. So please don't forget that point. Now daily I need not to tell you this word, and you need to remember. Last and final. What is the name of the class which is present in NumPy? What is the name of the class present in NumPy? ND array. Excellent. What is the purpose of object of ND array? What is the purpose of object of ND array? Come on, ma. What is the purpose of object of ND array? To store the array of values. To store the data, no? To store the array of values. Good. Now let me move forward. Sir, how to create these values? How to create this ND array object? How many ways are there to create a list object? Tell me, for my satisfaction. How many ways are there to create list object? Two ways are there. two ways are there. Number one is called what? Like this. L1 is equal to like this. L2 is equal to like this also. Like this also we can create. Both of them are type of what? L1. Type of L1 is list. Type of L2 is also list. Type of L2 is also list. Now, like that, we can create an object of ND array with so many number of ways. Because I don't want to go for one way, and I don't want to go for one way, and I don't want to make you as one way student. Because I want to tell you at least 4 to 5 ways I want to tell you. At least 4 to 5, 6 ways I want to tell you in the class. Fine, Amma. And before that, I just want to tell you one more thing. One more thing I just want to tell you. Sir, with this matrix you have taken it. One small discussion I want to go for. One small discussion. Actually, in some of the people, they are saying that without telling this NumPy module, they are telling the arrays concept with the list itself. With the list itself, they are saying. With the list itself, they are saying. Actually, we don't use that type of list as arrays. Look at that. L1 is equal to, do you know list in a list? Do you know in my class list in a list, all of you? Have you studied or not? List in a list. Yes, nested list. Nested list. Please observe it. Observe this pattern once more. Observe this pattern. See on the top of it, this print A, identity matrix I said. Here A. Here open the bracket. Here close the bracket. Observe it carefully. This is called one thing, and this is called another thing. This is called another thing. This is called another thing. All of them are there in one main bracket. Now I am writing. Please look into that. I am writing like this. Carefully follow. 0, 1, 0, 1, comma, 0, comma, 0. This is one entry. Comma. I am taking 0, comma, 1, comma, 0. 0, comma, 1, comma, 0. Comma. Now I am writing 0, comma, 0, comma, 1. 0, comma, 0, comma, 1. One ending of it. See carefully. This is a list. Carefully understand. When I go to little bit further, you will get a little doubt. This is called one list. This is called another list. This is called another list. In another list, this is nothing but what? How many sublists I have? How many sublists I have? 3 sublists I have. Now you press enter key. Print of L1. Print of L1. It is going to print like this. It is going to print like this. Now, dear students, you tell me, how do you print these elements like a matrix format? For, we know already, X in LST. For X in LST, already we know, for X in L1, sorry. For X in L1, I am saying that L1, see students carefully. Print of X, see ma, print of X, print of X. What is happening? First, this is one entry kept in X, printed. This is next entry, put it into this. This is the next entry, put it into this. Then see what is happening automatically. See what is happening automatically. It is looking like what matrix? It is looking like what matrix? Looking like what matrix? Identity matrix. Identity matrix. Now immediately the question will come into the picture. Immediately the question will come into the picture. When we are already able to do this identity matrix and the matrix operations with what? When we are able to do the matrix operations with the inner list concept, then why we will go for the NumPy module, and why we go for ND array? Why we go for ND array object? Why this entire headache actually? When inner list concept is doing everything, why we are going for? Why we are going for NumPy module and ND array? Are you understanding what I am talking about? Are you understanding what I am talking? Yes. Fine. Very, very good. That is what I want to show you. That is what I want to tell you in the class. That is what I want to tell you in the class. The comparison of what? Python traditional list with what? Python traditional list with what? ND array of NumPy. ND array of NumPy. Dear students, once again you apply your intelligence. Once again you apply. See, in one line I written this statement. Tell me Is this line is easy to write, or this is inner list line is easy to write? Openly tell me, and don't make me to say another answer. Immediately you tell me the lines which I highlighted. This A is equal to is easy na, L1 is equal to is easy na. First line is easy. First line is easy. Technically more sound. Sir, how can, if interviewer is asking, if interviewer is arguing with me, L1 is more easy, I feel L1 is more easy, you are feeling A1, A is more easy, how can I say that ND array is going to be more useful to you? You can say with one practical example. Shall I show you one practical example, guys? Can I show you one practical example? Yes, sir. Show me one practical example, sir. One practical example. Dear students, let me introduce one small example. Let me show you one small example one more time. One more time. Yeah. Memory space point of view, you need to talk about it. In memory space point of view, we need to explain so that everybody will be convinced with your answer like anything. Everybody will be convinced with our answer like anything. So we need to talk about the memory space point of view. You need to explain. Shall we talk about the memory space point of view? Can I show you one simple example? Can I show you one simple example, Amma? Yes. Let me show you one simple example here. And before that, one small point I want to show you. Look at Ma. Look at. Once again I am taking. L1 is equal to, dear students, one small conclusion. 10, 20, 30, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90, 1, 12, 34, 56, 78, 56, 67, 89, 90, like that, 99 and 78, 89 and 56. This is the data. This is a sample data. This is a average data. For example, the age of the people I collected, some samples I collected, which I put it in L1, for example. L1 is accepted. The same L1, I can convert it into ND array object. ND array object. How I will do it? A is equal to np dot alias name of numpy dot array array. It is a predefined function in the numpy that I am calling np dot array. Convert what values? Same type of values I will take. Same type of values I will take. If you don't mind, I will take the same type of values. Why I am taking same type of values? Why I am taking same type of values? Do you know, students? I am taking same type of values for showing that L1 take how much memory space, A will take how much memory space. On that basis, I can decide which one is the best to deal with the arrays. Are you getting my point? Are you understanding what I am talking about here? Come on, ma. Yes. Please confirm. Now it is done. Both of them accepted. Print the type of L1. Print the type of L1 list type. Print the type of A. Print the type of A. Print the type of A. I got the value called ND array. ND array. So coming to the point of it. So coming to the point of it, I'm going to say. Coming to the point of it, L1 will take how much memory space, A will take how much memory space. I want to prove it now itself. Just you write or take this statement in the Python programming point of view. I will take it. Somebody video is on, Mohammed Parvez. Shall I remove from the meeting this guy? Shall I remove? So it is coming and playing in the middle of my screen, I will wait for 2 minutes. So because it is disturbing for me, I will take one simple example. One program I will take. One program I am taking here. Just for a minute, you see. So I am taking the others here. I am taking here Python here. Let us say this kind of thing. Very, very easy, look at that. Right. So I will keep it like this. This is one list object is taken. One more ND array object also you take. ND array object also you take. This object also I will take. Yeah. This object also I will take it. So even is not even looking at this and is continuously, I think so, is out of it. So done, removed from the meeting, done. So here both of them are available. Now I want to see the size of it. Obviously, I will say import numpy as np. That you need to do it. You need to take care as np. Import numpy as np. You have taken it. Now next, I just want to print the size of it. Print of size memory space memory space memory space memory space taken by L1 is equal to comma. There is one function is there. I will write a dot format. There is a function sys dot get the size of. There is a function called what? Get the size of any object memory space can be determined very easy. Maybe first time you are listening the class. Import sys in sys there is a method called what? Get the size of L1 object and close the bracket of this thing. And you try to import sys also. Import sys. Similarly, you take one more point here. Import sys. So \n. Just clearly see. Taken by A, which is an ND array object. Size of A, you take it as A. Then you just save this code. Now just I am determining space dot py. Just to save it. So I will save it. Look at that. Go to your place, Go to your place. That is 4 p.m. and I will create some folder numpy I am creating. Inside of this numpy, I will space dot py. Yes, okay. No problem. So in the typing, some mistake will be there. Okay, corrected. Thank you. So let us coming to the command prompt. So there, I will come to this. Look at. So G : KVR. So KVR and Python 4 p.m. There I will be saying to you numpy, and then you will see py, and then space dot py. You see that now? Memory space taken by L1 248. Memory space taken by 200. What is your opinion about this one? For such small samples, see 56. From there, I will add so many number of items. 45, 67. Let me add so many. 89, 45, 67, 89, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like that, I just go on adding it. From where onwards? From 56 onwards. I will add those elements also, same elements to this place also. After 56, I will add those elements also here. Now just measure the space. Here you see, it is taking 376 and it is going to be taken what? 252. Only for samples, only for certain samples. If I take 130 crores of samples, 130 crores of samples in list, 130 crores of samples in array, ND array object of numpy, which one is going to be the fast and the most effective? Which one is the most fast and effective? Come on, ND array object is most fast and effective. So this is a compulsory question you will come across in the interview point of view. What is the first question? When already list object is dealing with inner list and all those things, when it is dealing with that, why we are going for numpy and ND array? Because they are going to be most effective and easy to write the coding. That is the best programming features of what? Numpy. So coming to this discussion, compared to traditional list, ND array is the most effective. So I am writing here but it is, I am writing here. Here I am writing an object of ND array, an object of ND array takes less memory space, and fast enough and fast in data analysis. That's why people are preferring this fastest calculation, and then easy calculation and easy programming. So instead of that, if I go to normal traditional programming level and all those things, which is going to become very complex and very tedious also. So not only that, in this discussion, you are going to get lot of discussion regarding this memory spaces and all. So yes, you can ask Santosh, you can ask this beautiful question. Sir, why this memory space is less? Because they have written lot of memory management programs using C language. Lot of memory management program written in C. That's why they are fast enough. They are reducing the memory space using C system level programming. System level programming they have written in C. Are you understanding, Amma? Are you understanding this internal part of it? Why C language is used internally? For fast purpose, for reducing the memory space purpose, they written this type of code. So instead of worrying about that kind of thing, we have to the internal causes why C language is used for fast purpose. And one more is what? For fast and less memory space, they used what? C programming. And actually Python is not that much fast compared to C programming. Compared to Java also it is not fast, but it is comfortable programming language. In the beginning days, I used to quote one simple example. I used to quote. The bike with gears, the bike without gears. The bike without gears is less, more consumption, but more comfortable. More fuel consumption, but more comfortable. Here, performance is not that much in our Python programming because it is slow compared to the C programming, compared to the Java. So, why C language is used? For improving the performance, for reducing the memory space. They went like that. Let me go to one more kind of thing. I'm going to write here. An object of ND array takes less memory space and fast in data analysis. So if anybody asks tomorrow, what is ND array and how can you go for saying that this is something like this? Now I'm going to give you some small differences I want to go for it. Because I can't write everything under a ND array. I will give you, when they ask the questions, you can answer these questions also. Differences between, 1 minute more. Differences between ND array and traditional list of Python. Traditional list of Python language. I'll be just writing one by one. Please enjoy this kind of things. Number one thing you observed it. An object of ND array is taking less memory space and list object takes more memory space. List object takes what memory space? More memory space. An object of ND array takes less memory space in the data analysis, and list object takes more memory space. That's number one. Next, one more point I would like to say. What that point is? See, take this kind of beautiful example. Go to this number. Yeah. Take it L1 is equal to 10, 20, 30. 10, 20, 30. Observe it. L1 plus 1. L1 plus 2. What is the meaning of this now? L1 plus 2 means I am expecting each value of L1 is incremented by what? 2. But can you do this? Can you do it or not? I want to know the answer. Will you do it or not? This is called, it cannot perform any vector related operations. a value is adding to that L1. It has the value, it has the space that L1 I am adding to L1. 2 is adding to L1, which is not possible to do it. So you see that what is coming? Can only concatenate a list. You cannot do the operation like this. You cannot do the operation on this L1. You cannot do the operation on this L1. Please look at, now I am going to give you one beautiful example now. What is that example? Please look at that. A is equal to, dear students, please observe, np dot, I am taking array. What is that array? Please don't mind. Don't worry about that point. Now I am taking 10, 20, 30 or 10, 20. I will take 10, 20, comma. Now I am taking 30, 40. Now, this is what I am printing it here. 1 minute. So I need to put one more bracket here. Yeah. So one more bracket I put. Print of A or A I will write it. A. What is this now? Array. With what matrix it is? Come on, what matrix it is? 2 rows are there, 2 columns are there. What is this type of matrix? 2 by 2 matrix, square matrix. 2 by 2 matrix. Come on. Last one more point. Because if you get a problem, it is an error. It is an error for list. You see once again, ma, np dot array. I got it. So I got this A. I printed this A value also. I got it. Now I am saying A plus 1, like L1 plus 2, A plus 2, I will say A plus 2. What will happen? What is happening here? It is adding each value of L1. We expected this value, but it is not possible to add. Here, each value of A is adding with 2. That means that much easy values, this broadcasting concept I am going to tell you. It is going to add. See that value now? A, 10 plus 2, 12, and 20 plus 2, 22, 30 plus 2, 32, 40 plus 2 is 42. It is called what? You can do vector operations on these arrays. Now I can do what? A into 2. I can do A into 2. And don't think that I am not modifying. Just I am adding that. A value remains the same only. Suppose if you print A, it is going to print like this. Because I am not modifying A. I am just printing that A value. With the 2 I am adding. Now A into 2. What is happening? Each value of A, 10 into 2, 10 into 20. Like that it is done. Tell me for my satisfaction, what is the difference between list and this numpy kind of values? Come on, ma, faster. On list object, on the object of ND array, we can perform vector operations. We can perform vector operations. So vector operations we can perform. So coming to the point back, we can perform what operations? Vector operations. Whereas on the object of list, we can't perform vector operations. Vector operations we cannot perform. Are you following me? On the object of ND array, we can perform vector operations. Whereas on the object of list, we cannot perform which operations? Vector operations we cannot perform. Dear students, are you able to follow me? Are you able to follow me or not? Yes. So we can't perform vector operations here. On the object of ND array, we can perform vector operations. Whereas on the object of list, we can't perform any vector operations. You have seen practical in the class. Ultimately, ND array of NumPy is more convenient to use while we are performing complex mathematical operations, whereas list object is not that much recommended to use it, right? And One more thing, these are the essential differences between what? ND array and a traditional object of Python, because it's a regularly asking question. Now, shall we move forward? Shall we move forward? ND array importance we understand by comparison with the list. Why only we are taking list? Because list is going to contain the richest properties are there compared to all the data types. It doesn't mean that only list is taken into ND array. We can take set also, sorted, we can take set also, frozen set also, all the values we can take. Now it is a time to see how to create ND array object. How many ways are there to create an object of ND array? We are entering into the topic. Now we need to go for organizing the elements into an ND array. So what we discussed here so far? Importance of NumPy. Why do you use NumPy? Can anybody can tell? Why do you use NumPy? Come on, fast. Why do you use NumPy? Yes, please. Why do you use NumPy? Yes, I told already in the class. Don't go for your own thing. NumPy module is the purpose of NumPy module. NumPy module is used to organize array of elements, organize to the elements in the form of arrays easily. The NumPy module computes complex mathematical operations easily. NumPy module can be used in AI, data science, ML, and deep learning in data analysis. For mathematics complexity, for complex mathematical purposes, we will use it. Analysis. So we will use this type of analysis. So we will use this type of data calculations. We will use this NumPy module. In NumPy module, how many classes we have? How many classes we have? Quickly. How many classes we have? So far, one class I told you. So far, I told you one class. What is that class you know now? ND array. ND array, you are aware of it. What is the purpose of ND array? What is the purpose of ND array? To store the elements. Would you like to prefer complex mathematical operations to do with do you do with the list object? Is it easy to do with the list object? No, we don't have that much library present inside of list. Maximum, if you see list, it contains 14 to 15 functions, which I already told you in the class. List contains how many functions? Maximum 14 to 15 functions are there. But NumPy is going to contain so many number of functions are there. Those many number of functions are not there in the list. That's why always preferable to go for organizing our elements in the form of ND array. Now I am going for how to create. Now data storing done with the ND array. Come on, fast. Yes. Now we need to go for what? Data storing using NumPy. To store the data storing using NumPy, first what object we need to create? What object we need to create? Create an object of ND array. Now we want to go for storing the data into ND array. Now I am writing part by part, so it is easy for uploading into the class also. Storing the data, or now I am going for storing the data. Now I am going to explain storing the data in the ND array. Storing the data in NumPy programming. In NumPy programming, how to store the data? Very, very simple. As we discussed already, one object that is a fixed throughout the entire programming of NumPy. In NumPy programming, to store the data, we must create an object of. In NumPy programming, to store the data, we must create an object of. We must create an object of what? ND array class of NumPy module. Sir, how to create it? Right? how to create it. Now I am going to say. To create an object of ND array, we have many approaches. That approaches I just want to discuss in the class. That are very, very simple, and nothing to worry about it. Whatever is most useful to you in our data science level, which I am going to tell you in the class. Because we are almost entering into the data science level, and in the very soon in the further, we may entering into that level of areas also. So, dear students, now I am going to enter. To create an object of, now I am writing here only, because if I give in the subheading format, you can understand. Creating an object of what? ND array. ND array. ND array. Yes. How to create an object of ND array? We have 7 approaches. Of course, in the further some more approaches I am going to tell you. In the further some more approaches I will tell you, because in these approaches if I tell, we'll get little confused. That's why I will tell. We have the following essential approaches I will tell. One by one I will tell you. Maximum you can count also in the class. We have the following essential approaches to create an object of ND array. ND array. Sir, what are those? One by one we are entering. Number 1, we are entering into by using one function called array. And we are already masters in understanding functions. From the day 1 of our Python, we are already masters in understanding the functions. Next array. Next B, we are using a range, not arrange. This is a range. Already we know range function. Do you know range function, ma? Do you know range function? Yes, please. Come on, don't sit quiet and calm. If you sit quiet and calm, now you will get sleep. So when you sleep, your video start. When your video start means I will get disturbance. If you are already speaking now, you are in active mode now, so that I will be safe always. So range will contain how many syntaxes now? How many syntaxes are there in range? How many syntaxes are there? Excellent. King, very good. Range of start, comma stop, range of start, comma stop, comma value. That syntax is going to come once again, but it is going to be little important. Look at that once. I will show you one small miracle part here. Please look at it. I am writing for x in range of, for x in Vijay Kumar M. I don't know why these people will start videos. I don't know. What is happening with them? I don't know. So one person started a video and adjusting his hair also. In the class only need to adjust hair. So how this lack of this what just disturbing me? Adjusting hair, is it necessary? So we are struggling in the without jobs. So whether we get the job or not, that type of zeal is not there. That type of hungry is not there. Always hairstyle changing or that changing or this changing or different. Please look at my range of, I will say 0 or some 10, 19 or 10, 20. I will write. How many values are coming, ma? How many values will come here? How many values will come? Print of x. How many values are coming here? 10 to 19. Total how many elements are there? 3. Totally how many elements are there? 10 elements are there. Okay. Now, can I put these elements as a matrix? Always array. Always array only. Can I put these elements in array like this? In our normal Python program? Can I put these elements like in a matrix format in a normal Python program? You may put, but you need to think about the logics, right or not? You may think about the logics or not. You may write it. You may put it into a list. you can put it into list. Then later I have tried so much of programming. Yes or no? Later I have tried so much of programming. Am I correct or not? Yes. Rather than that, sir, please observe, sir, once. Please observe how many elements I put. How many elements, ma? These are how many? 10, na? 10 elements, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 10 elements are there. 10 elements are there. Once again, I will write it. For example, 19, I will take it. 19, just to show you very nice concept, one small nice concept. How many elements are printed, ma? 9 elements are printed, right or not? Yes. Same thing, you just observe it. A is equal to np dot a range range 10 comma 19 I wrote a. Now a is created. What is the type of a? Please look at type of a, please. Type of a is called what? Object of which one? nd array. Print that a value, just you say a. What is printed? Array of all the values are printed. All the values are printed. Dear students, a is what? Object of which type? Object of which type, please? Come on. nd array. Now see what I am going to do. Shall I convert into matrix immediately? Can I convert into immediately matrix? Yes. See how I am going to do. A dot. See how easy it is. What is a? Come on, everybody. What is a? What is a? Object of nd array. That means in that object, in that nd array, there is one function is there. There is one function. Reshape. The function name is reshape. 3, 3. Dear students, one intelligent you must apply. How many elements are there here? How many elements are there? 9. What are the multiples of 9? What are the multiples of 9? 3, 3. That means you are going to get which matrix, ma? Which matrix you are going to get? 3 by 3 matrix. 3 by 3 matrix. See, reshape is a function calling with respect to a. A is an object of which class? nd array. Inside the nd array, there is a function called what? Reshape. Reshape is not a function in NumPy module. Reshape is an instance function inside of which class? nd array class. How I am calling? Like L1 dot copy, L1 dot del, L1 dot remove, L1 dot pop, L1 dot pop item, like that. Now you see print how it is printed. Array. What matrix is printed, ma? 10, 11, 12 and the 13, 14, 15, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Easy or difficult? Easy or difficult? Come on, guys. Easy. Let us go to once again. I will say 20, ma. I will say 20. 20. How many elements are coming? Print A. How many elements are coming? 10 elements. What are the multiples of 10? What are the multiples of 10, please? 2, 5. 2, 5. Which matrix is coming? Reshape is a function which is organizing my list of values in the form of matrix. Realm 1. Where is walking in the ground? You see, he is walking in the ground. Realm 1. So he is walking in the ground. 2, 5. How many rows? Come on, 2 rows. How many columns? 5 columns. Press enter key. What is coming? 2 rows are coming plus 5 columns are there. I will immediately change. What is that now? Whatever I want. It is called a reshape. What again? 5, 2. Which matrix is going to come? 5. 5 rows are there. 2 columns are there. Is it easy to do these operations are easy to do with normal list operations? Is these operations are easy to do with normal operations? No, sir. And dear student, you try to do something like this. 6, 3 you write it. Or 6, 2 you write it. Is it possible to write or not possible to write? Come on, fast. Is it possible to write or not possible to write? Not possible to write, sir. So it is going to give you error. Cannot reshape an array of size 10 You have a 10. How can I reshape to 10, 6 comma 2? 6 comma 2 is nothing but a 12. Not possible to organize these elements like this. Come on. Next, I will go for. I will go for. How many things are there? A range. I'm going to do a range. Array is one function which will create an object of nd array. Next is called what? A range. I will tell you what is a range, syntax and all those things. Next function I'm going to enter. Next function I'm going to enter. Next function. Of course, whether you will understand or not, I don't know. Whether you will understand or not, I don't know. One more small example I want to show you. See, for example, I am saying a is equal to, or I want to ask a question. Just one small question. Between 10 comma 2, I want equal linear values. Equal linear values. A range function is giving you what? A range function is giving you what? A range function is giving what? Range of values are coming. What is the special increment? 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 is incrementing. Right or not? 1, 1, 1, 1 function is incrementing. I want between 10 comma 20, I want equal linearly maintained values, equal interval of values I want to get it. That is, I will write 5. What is the meaning of 5, sir? What is the meaning of 5? Between 10 to 20, I want 5 equally linearly maintained values I want. Generally, people will, Sumant Patil, how many values I want, Ma? Sumant Patil, why so eagerly you are saying answer? Huh? It is a wrong answer. Sumant Patil, it is a wrong answer. That is a range function, that is. Range of 10 comma 20 comma 5. 10, 15, you will not get anything. If it is a 21, you will get what? 10, 15, 20 you will get. But I am not going to say 5. I want to between 10 to 20, 5 equal values I want. How do you get it? Is equal to np dot linspace, lin space, space, linspace. If you are quite intelligent student, linear space, equal values. See that now? Print A, print A. See that? 10 and 20. Between 10 and 20, what I got it? 10, 12.5. Then after that, 15. 5 equally linear space values are maintaining. Between 10 and 20, linear spaced equal values I want to print. Between two intervals, equal value. Between two values, equal value. Between two values, equal value. Between two values, equal value. Are you understanding, Amma? Are you understanding? Yes. This A is also what type? Type of A. Type of A. What is that? A is what type? Object of what? ND array. ND array. One more example if you want. Between 100 and this 100. Now I want 10. Between 10 to 100, 10 linearly equal values I want to maintain. What generally people will say? 10, 20, 30, 40 like that they will say. Now see the answer now. What is coming? Print A value. Type of A you print. ND array. Print the A value. See that what are the values? 10, 20, 30, 40. Linearly between 10 to 100. What are the values are printed like this? Between the values are printed. Next, I will go for something like, between this, I want to take 11 values I want to maintain. Print that A value here. Print A value here. What is that now? 10, 19, 28, 37, like that it is going to be. How many values are there? 11 values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 values I want between 10 to 100. How? Equal linear space between each value. I hope that this you are understanding. Dear students, are you understanding? Are you okay with this? Come on back to the point. This is called linspace. Linspace is one more thing. Linspace. Venu Madhav. Right? Linspace. linspace. Fine. Next, like that, we are having one more kind of function is there. What is that function name? D. I am going to take it as a D. Another point I will take. Zeros. I want a zeros function. Zeros function is also there. I will explain what is zeros function. Zeros function I will explain. Nothing to worry about the zeros function. I will explain zeros function very clearly. Next, E. I will go for E. One more function is there that is called once function is available. I will explain once function. These are all available in the PSF Python documentation. Whether I teach or somebody teach, they will be going for teaching the Python documentation only. So coming to the point of it, F4, I will go for what? Full Full. It is also useful. One sorry, ma. Full, full. That is called next FG. Next is called I matrix called I matrix. See the speciality of I matrix. This is a little very important. Next H. I will write identity matrix. Identity matrix. Identity matrix. Identity matrix I am going to tell you. So this identity matrix I am going to tell you. This I matrix, I function, all these functions are returning an object of what? An object of what? ND array. How many ways are there to create an object of ND array? For example, you count it 3 and then 3, 6, 8 ways are there. And we will tell you some more ways also in the class. Because first you need to acquainted with the subject. After that, we can do operations on it. First, we need to learn how to create an object of ND array. Later, how to place the values inside of it. Later, how to do the operations on it. Right? So, for my satisfaction, is today's class is understandable or not understandable? Is today's class is understandable or not understandable? Or feeling difficult? Or is it easy or difficult? Right. Easy or difficult? Easy. Nothing is difficult. Already we are very good in the Python. Very good in the Python. These are all called very simple. Right. Easy. So if I enter into still further, you will really enjoy. You will really enjoy. Right. So coming to the point of it. Tomorrow class when I come back, we will go for array function. First we will start with the array function. First I will explain with the array function. Sure. Now I am going for first array function. I will take it. Okay, na? Array function tomorrow class I will explain. Fine. Now, up to this, be careful. Last and final for 2 minutes. What is the purpose of NumPy array? 1 minute, ma. I told already to you. This who is that? Banku Srinu. You are asking, sir, doubts, sir. 3-4 times. I think today you came. I think so. We have a policy. I will clarify your doubt, ma. During when I am explaining, if you said doubt, sir, I cannot run behind of you. You run behind of the leader so that you will have a good professional things. Okay? Please, you wait it. I will clarify your doubt. Don't feel tension. I am there, na. I will be there with you. 24/7, I am there with you. What is the purpose of this NumPy module? Importance to organize the values in the form of arrays effectively. First one. Next one, to perform the complex mathematical operations very easily. Next is what? It is used rigorously in the data science, artificial intelligence, and then etc. places. Right? Why they are using in mathematics complex operations? Because they are fast in execution and they are taking less memory space. And I told you, comparison between the normal list and then ND array differences I told you. And you have seen practically the memory space also. Once memory space is less, definitely it is executing very fast. Done. And what is the class name in NumPy module? What is the class name in NumPy module? Last and final. Come on, everybody. What is the class name? ND array. ND array. Excellent. An object of what is the purpose of ND array object? What is the purpose of ND array object? To store the array of values. Excellent. To store the array of values. So NumPy is most popular for dealing with the arrays of values. Arrays are nothing but homogeneous values. Similar type of values organization is meant for arrays concept. How many approaches are there to create an object of ND array? So 8 are there so far. Further, some more things will be added to your list. Some more things will be added to your list. So tell me, Ma, in our case of Python, in our case of NumPy, to store the data in NumPy, compulsory which object is required? Compulsory which object is required? ND array object is compulsory required. Without that, we cannot store the data in matrix format. Without that, we cannot store the data in matrix format. Clear? So, am I clear today's class? Am I clear in today's class? Yes. So, yes. So, we will stop it. Tomorrow class, as usual, 4 o'clock, we will enter into the class. So, it is almost 4 o'clock, 47 minutes. Tomorrow class, we will enter into that. Right? Thank you. Good day. Yes, ma'am. Srinu, what is your doubt, ma? Now tell me. Srinu, you tell me what is your doubt, ma? Yes, ma. Somebody saying, Praveen. Somebody saying it is a library. If anybody says library, you just give left and right to them. It is a module. It is a module. How we imported the module and we renamed also. I did not said that. I said it is a library. I said it is a library. Praveen Kumar. Tell me, ma. Did I say it is a library, ma? Did I say it is a library? No, ma. I did not tell. In Python, NumPy is called a module. It is a module. If anybody says library also, it is a old name of modules. No problem. You can call it as a library also. But as a professional, I don't want to call it as a library. I will call it as always module. No problem. Even if I call it as a library also, no problem. Okay? Right. B. Srinu. Banku Srinu. Any doubts? So this I will install, I will import, I will just upload in the classroom notes also.